Hey kidlets! Today we are finishing off our unit on fractions. So the last section we have to do is 6.6. So yesterday I gave you some work to do on adding and subtracting fractions because that's a bit of review from grade 7. We're now doing order of operations. So I'm going to go through a couple of examples with you and then I'm going to give you some to try on your own. So we all know Bedmas, right? So if we see brackets, that's the first thing we have to do. My first example here, we don't see brackets, so we don't have to worry about that. Exponents, we will never have to worry about exponents in grade 8, so that will never be an option. So our next one is our divide or multiply. Remember, these are interchangeable. So you're looking for any divide or multiply when you read from left to right. Okay, and you're going to do whatever you see first. So going from left to right, the first thing you see is a divide. This has to be done first. So what I want you to do is to put that in brackets, because that's what you're going to do first. Now, this involves a bit of work because we have to divide fractions. Remember how to divide fractions. Keep the first fraction the same, switch this to multiply and flip this upside down. Okay, so that's 8 over 1, which is 8. So this now gets replaced with the 8. Let's rewrite the rest of the equation down. So now we've got this. I'm going to just erase this now. Alright, so we've done one step. Any more divide or multiply? Yes, there's a multiply here. That needs to be done next. So put brackets around that. So that's done next. This 8 just stays out in the front. Okay, so we'll just leave him here. And then we're going to multiply top times top, bottom times bottom. We get 3 over 2. Now we're down to one step. Okay, we're adding. Remember, we have to have a common denominator. Okay, so we need this to be times by 2 times by 2, so 16 over 2 plus 3 over 2. Final answer is 19 over 2, and then put it into a mixed fraction, which is 9 1/2. Okay, so that's my first example. I'm going to go through another one with you. I'm just grabbing these out of your textbook. So if you have your textbook with you, I don't know what page number this is on. It's in 6.6, it's example number 1. I'm doing those 3 examples with you right now. Okay, the next question is 1/3 times, then we've got some brackets, and then subtract. Alright, so Bedmas, obviously we have to do the brackets first. Leave this here, leave that. 9 take away 2 is 7. Write everything else out. Okay, brackets is done. Divide or multiply. Do we see a divide or multiply? Yes, we do. We see a multiply. So this has to be done next. Okay, multiply top times top, bottom times bottom. So that's 7 over 3. And then we have the minus 5 over 6. Okay, common denominator is a 6, so times by 2 times by 2. And we get 6 as our denominator, and we get 9 as our numerator. Therefore, we get 1 3/6, which is reduced to 1 1/2. Okay, that's the second example. Last example is example 3 from that section in your textbook. And that is, involves some mixed fractions. So far we haven't had any mixed fractions, so it's been a bit easy. Now we're going to do one with a mixed fraction. Okay, so we have 2 1/4 divided by 1 3/4 plus 1 1/4. Okay, so what I would do here, honestly, is I would switch everything into improper fractions first. Okay? And then we'll work with our brackets. So this is 9 over 4. This is 4, that's 7 over 4. And 5 over 4. That way, we have to always deal with improper fractions anyway. Alright, so now we can work with the brackets. Leave this guy out in front. And this is nice and easy because we have a common denominator. Common denominator is a 4. 7 plus 5 is 12. Now, some of you may put this into a mixed fraction. I would leave it like this right now because we are going to flip and multiply. 9 over 4, switch this. 4 over 12. Now I would strongly suggest you cross reduce, right? 4 and 4 is 1 and 1. 9 and 12, 3 goes into 9 3 times, 3 goes into 12 4 times. This is nice and easy now. 3 times 1 on the top, and 1 times 4 on the bottom. There's your final answer. So I hope that gives you some idea on how to do it. Notice how I break it down one step at a time. I will post this, and then I will also post which questions I'm going to assign out of the textbook today. Okay, hope all is well. Take care.